The sun cast a warm, golden glow across the sprawling park, painting the leaves in brilliant shades of green and gold. It was a perfect afternoon, the kind that seemed to stretch on forever. Max, a scruffy terrier mix with boundless energy and a heart full of joy, was in his element. His world was a symphony of exciting smells and delightful sights, but nothing captured his attention quite like the flutter of a monarch butterfly. With a playful bark, he gave chase, his paws thundering on the soft earth. The butterfly danced on the breeze, leading him deeper and deeper into a dense thicket of trees at the edge of the clearing. It was a grand adventure, a thrilling pursuit that consumed his every thought. When he finally emerged, panting and triumphant, the world had changed. The familiar scent of his owner, Lily, was gone. The park was still there, but the one person who made it home was nowhere in sight. A wave of confusion, then panic, washed over him as he scanned the empty landscape. As the vibrant hues of sunset bled into the deep indigo of twilight, Max's world transformed from a familiar playground into a labyrinth of shadows and fear. The city, once a distant backdrop to his happy life, now loomed over him, a concrete jungle of towering buildings and roaring metal beasts. Each screech of tires and blare of a horn sent a fresh jolt of anxiety through his small body. The once friendly faces of strangers were now just a blur of hurried legs and indifferent glances. He trotted along the cold pavement, his tail tucked low, his hopeful yip swallowed by the overwhelming din of the metropolis. Exhaustion eventually won out, and he found refuge in a narrow, darkened alleyway. The reek of garbage and damp concrete was a poor substitute for the clean, comforting scent of Lily's apartment. Curling himself into a tight ball behind an overflowing dumpster, he let out a soft, mournful whimper, a lonely sound lost in the vast, uncaring night. High above the lonely scene, perched silently on the rusted metal of a fire escape, a pair of luminous green eyes watched the drama unfold. This was Luna, a sleek black cat who ruled the rooftops with a quiet, confident grace. She had seen countless lost creatures wander into her domain, each a fleeting story in the city's endless narrative. Yet, there was something about this small, trembling dog that held her attention. She observed his dejection, the way his body shook with each soft cry, and the sheer lostness in his posture. Her gaze was intelligent, unreadable, a mixture of detached curiosity and something deeper, something akin to understanding. The city had taught her that survival was a solitary business, but the sight of the whimpering dog stirred a long, dormant flicker of empathy within her. She remained motionless, a silent sentinel against the backdrop of the moonlit sky, her mind weighing the costs of intervention. The first rays of dawn pierced the gloom of the alley, waking Max from a fitful, dream-filled sleep. His stomach ached with a gnawing hunger, and the chill of the morning had seeped into his bones. Just as despair began to set in again, a small, dark object landed with a soft thud on the pavement near his nose. The savory scent of fish, a delicacy he hadn't tasted in what felt like a lifetime, filled the air. He looked up, his weary eyes following the scent's origin, and saw her. Luna was perched on a nearby chain-link fence, her silhouette sharp against the rising sun. She met his gaze for a brief moment, her expression as inscrutable as it had been the night before. Then she gave a slight, almost imperceptible nod, a gesture that spoke volumes in the silent language of the streets, before turning and vanishing over the fence with fluid ease. A spark ignited within Max, a flicker of hope chasing away the shadows of his fear. The fish was a gift, an invitation. With a renewed sense of purpose, he scrambled to his feet and followed in the direction she had gone.